What's the situation with Nasser Chadli?
He's had a little trim of his cartilage, so we're hoping he'll be fit for the Burnley game. He won't play. He won't be involved on Sunday.
Was it a necessity, or
yeah, it was important to get it done. I think he played the game against Man City, and he just carrying a little bit right at the end. And I think it's better that we get it done and dealt with as quickly as we can.
Hindsight, should he probably have not played, or?
No, he's fine. No, the operation went really well, so we're hoping he'll be okay for the Burnley game.
He's going to be a miss for you, isn't he? I mean, he's been
very good. Yeah, he's a quality player, and he's been good round the place. But I think it's best that we've got this done now instead of trying to push him through another game, and then we could have made it worse.
This is an opportunity for Sido then, doesn't it? Now the new slimline.
Well, Sido's off at the moment in a fitness centre that working with a fella that I worked with when I was very young in management. He's got a week there to top himself up, and he's going to go through everything that we've done so far to enable him to be at a level that hopefully, fingers crossed, when he does come back, he'll be back, not only sharp, but will be able to maintain Premier League football.
Is this a fitness guy from the South Coast to do with the military or anything like that? Or?
No. This is someone who's actually in France, who I worked with 20 years ago.
And what is it that he's doing?
Everything. He'll look at everything that we've done, assess what we've done, and then make a judgment on what Sido has to do over the next 2 weeks before the Burnley game.
Did you not think of recalling him with like to Nasser Chadli?
No, I think he's that far down the line. Again, a bit like Nasser, you're taking chances when you don't have to take chances. Yeah, we have to take it on the chin on Sunday against Leicester, which will be a tough game for us, Pete. But we think this is the best way.
A couple of chances for people then, because James McLean's suspended as well, isn't he?
Yeah, James suspended. So there's a few slots available.
And have you noticed that in training this week that people know him?
No, they've been good, but they're good every week. But the attitude of the group has been very, very good, and we're looking forward to it. It's a good game. Leicester obviously have done fantastic in Europe this year. Their results have been wonderful. And it looks as though they're going to qualify as well, get through the groups. Which again, it's Ranieri and the players and the club should be so proud.
Stop pinching my later questions. 6 goals conceded in 2 games. That's not a Tony Pulis style, is it?
No, we've played 2 good teams, mind. Barcelona conceded 3 goals against them.
Did that make you feel better?
A lot better. No, we every goal we concede, I find fault in, and I think we could have done better. But we needed to score just after half. We had a really good spell after half time, and we had opportunities, and we needed to score then, and then it would have been a real game. And they ended up scoring when we really were having our best time of the game, and that killed the game.
Even before then, conceding goals, have you worked on that? I mean, you need somebody to take...
No, not really. I thought, as you say, the last 2 games against Liverpool and Man City, like I say, that the Premier League this year, I think that especially the top clubs, I think have improved immensely, and Liverpool. Haven't got Europe. They've got a bonus there. Man City have got Europe, but have still performed fantastically well. But the teams that are not in Europe, I think, have got a great chance this year.
So playing the champions, does it feel when you go to Leicester? Does it feel like you're going to face the champions, or do you feel like you've just?
Well, I'll let you know after the game. They were worthy winners last year, and I don't think we can take any gloss off the fact that that they have and did create enormous amount of praise, and good praise, and deserved praise as well for what they achieved. And they've carried it on this year. They've invested well, and they've got players now, and they've got a group of players, I think, who can compete both in the Premiership. I don't think they're looking at the Premiership and thinking we have to finish in the top 3 or 4 this year. I think they're looking at Europe and thinking, well, if we can go as far as we can. And it almost looks as though that first stage is completed, which is fantastic for them.
Where does it rate? I mean, you ever seen anything like last year with Leicester?
Well, like I said, the only occasion in my time that you could say was very similar was when Brian was at Nottingham Forest, and they got promoted from the what is now the Championship, and then went on and won the league. You know, that was absolutely fantastic.
Didn't you do him a massive favour against Spurs, and he owes you wine for it, Claudio? Or... Is this true?
No, we'll be going there looking, you know, to do the best we can. I'm sure he will. Forget the wine, Pete. I'm more concerned about the points.
Well, in his press conference today, Claudio said that you're quite welcome for a glass of wine. Will you go and have one with him?
No, I did last year, and I will this year. Yeah, I find him he's a very very nice person.
FIFA Coach of the Year, do you think he's worthy of that name?
Yeah, I've seen the list, and I think well, personally, yes, I would go for him.
Kasper Schmeichel out with
yeah, but they've brought cover in, and the lad has played in the Premiership. He knows the Premiership. He's had a feel for it, so it's not as though he's going in cold. So you know, as I say, if you look at their squad now, you know, they've got good depth to that squad, and again, that's been good investment on the basis of the money that they've deservedly earned from being in Europe, which was a massive pot of money.
Does it not destabilise the defence though? Did you not see that with Ben Foster last year? Yeah, it does though. You got to
no,
I
thought we did really well without Ben Foster last year, and I thought Bull was played exceptionally well over that period. So you know, it's up for the kid to come in and perform well, and it's a great chance for him, and I'm sure he want to prove to everybody that he can do it.
Obviously, a fan of Remembrance Day. Do you think that the English and Scottish team should be able to wear him on their chest next week?
Of course, like everybody in this country. I would say that, or the majority of people in this country, that, you know, it's something that we should always remember and never forget.
Cheers,
Tony, you talked a little bit about that City game last week. In the second half, really looked like you were going to get back into it because of some substitutions that you made.
Yeah.
And Pete's already talked about players aiming to get in a slot that's available. Jonathan Lecco, someone who...
Yeah, Lecco, Sam Field, you know, because we've got injuries now, and Moz, you know, we've got players that have been waiting for their opportunity and their chances. So we're going to have to make a few changes. So it'll be interesting to see who we decide to play.
How much of a future has Lecco got? He looked so bright when he came on.
Yeah, John's got a good future, but he's got to keep his feet on the ground, and we've got to be careful with him. But that doesn't mean that we don't have to play him when it's right to play him. What was that, his 5th or 6th appearance this year in the Premiership, which is, for a 17-year-old, it's not bad.
For that City game, we often hear managers say we've sat down, we've watched it X number of times or whatever. Is that something that you did with that one, and you just write it off?
No. First half, we had a good look, and we got really stretched in areas that we didn't want to get stretched in. And we changed at half time a little bit. I think not just bringing the subs on, it was the shape of our team and what we wanted them to do a little bit more, and we found the spaces that in the first half we couldn't find, and we found them in the second half. Obviously Moz come on and did well, and John did as well, so that gave it a lift. But yeah, it was more I think it was more down to us understanding what we had to do against them, and we needed that goal. Like I said, I thought for 20-25 minutes we played really well.
On Sido, has he taken everything with good grace?
Oh no, he's bought into this, yeah. And like I say, the fella that he's going out to see has got a lot of experience. And I've worked with him personally, so I know him personally. So it's not as though we're sending him somewhere where, you know, I don't know what the fella's like, I don't know what he's up to. So it'll be really, really good I think it'll be a good experience for Sido. It'll be good for the club because we can get an outside view on his conditioning and what we've done, and I think it's just right for the kid.
To clarify, is he in France?
Yeah.
Okay. And just one final one.
Well, that's where the place is. Yeah.
One final one. Obviously, modern football clubs measure every yard covered in training, matches, nutrition, everything. Has someone dropped the ball on Sido in terms of his condition within your staff? Because it just seems odd that, you know, players are monitored on every single aspect of their game.
No, I think Sido's had, like I said, had issues, you know, more off the pitch than on the pitch, and it's really affected him. You know, some people handle it very well, other people don't, and as I've said, since I've been here, you know, that first 6 months that he was here, he was absolutely fantastic, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get him back to that level. Unfortunately, there's been lots of things, more so off the pitch and around surrounding, that you know, have affected him mentally, not physically, and then everything drops off. And you know, you can't switch it on and switch it off, not in this sport, not in this game, and especially in the Premiership.
And just finally, you talked about Nasser. Was there anything else you need to tell us about injury-wise in terms of fitness?
Jonas has got a slight hamstring strain, so we're not sure whether he'll be fit for Sunday. We're hoping he will be, but we're not sure.